Breakfast with the Stars at Flemington on Tuesday morning. A number of big names were in action ahead of Saturday's bumper race day, going through their paces with the Peter Snowden Derby hopefuls Retrieve and Yulalona.
I'm happy with him, mate. As everyone knows, he's had a bit of racing. But I've got to say, he's put on weight. For me, he's blossomed, which is a good sign, because if he was showing signs of training off, he would have lightened off and been dull in his work, but he's been the opposite. As I say, I'm happy with him. I'm happy with his work this morning, and I'm happy going into Saturday.
Steve Richards has El Mondoro in the Derby as well. He's really looking forward to stepping this horse out in distance.
It was the plan to sort of each run, and each run he's gone ahead, and 4 more sleeps to go. Remember when when Blake Shin rode him at Flemington, I said to him, mate, I think this horse is a Derby horse. And I said, there's all the signs of it there. I said, you're either going to come back and tell me I'm a total dodo, or I'm 100% right. I said, I'll see you when you come back. And he came back in, he said, you're 100% right, so it was good.
Another horse crying out for ground is Presido from the David Payne stable.
He's a horse that doesn't take much, Bruce. We ran him last week. I don't think we would have been able to back him up, and I'm happy with him.
Number of leading Melbourne Cup hopefuls are in action ahead of Saturday, where they'll line up in the McKinnon and the Lexus Stakes. Chris Waller has Metal Bender. He worked on his own this morning.
We haven't done much with him since the Caulfield Cup. I wanted to freshen him up and just sort of get a bit of energy back in him after that run on a very heavy track. So this morning was his first and his only workout, or serious workout, before Saturday, and he was very sharp. He ran a good time over the last 400 metres, so it indicated to me he's back on track and ready to run well.
Also headed towards the McKinnon is Desperado. The Caulfield Cup winner worked this morning with stablemate and Oaks hopeful Zatara.
I'm very happy with him. He's done a treat since he won the other day, and he worked very leisurely here this morning, finding the line nicely over the last 100 metres.
Graham Begg is chasing a Group 1 double over Cup week with Palacio de Crystal. She worked solo this morning.
Grand finals is the week of Flemington. She'll have 2 bites of the cherry Saturday, and hopefully in the Emirates the following Saturday. So, she really needs good ground to be able to produce her best. We think we've got her in very good shape at the moment, and looking forward to Saturday's race. But she's got to go up a notch or two, chasing Typhoon Tracy and obviously Hot Danish. So it's going to be a very competitive race.
Number of jump outs this morning. The first of those saw Wonderful Lass from Patnack win, but it was horses back in the field that we're looking at here. Response finishing nicely for the Allerton Zara stable. I Love This City for Graham Begg, and also Press Day for Chris Waller.
It was good. It was hard to get a good gauge. I think they were all just running at 90%, so no one was really pushing the go button, and he settled well. He tracked into it nicely, and Nash actually said he didn't have a lot of room with the markers out, so he went to the line pretty well held. And
what are your plans for you? Still got to wait and see?
Yeah, look, I'm not 100% sure, but we're leaning to Saturday, but still not 100%.
And what race would that be?
The Salinger.
Yep, that's all right. And would you then progress on to the sprint the following week as well?
I wouldn't think so. It might be a bit daunting.
Yeah, nice gallop up the straight there this morning. We'll just see how he comes through the gallop this morning before we make a decision on whether he runs or not. As he pulled up a bit jarred up when he ran in the Caulfield Guineas, so we'll make a decision sometime today.
The jump out everyone came to see was Haylist in action. He worked up the straight this morning. He had Star Witness just on his tail. We spoke to Danny O'Brien afterwards.
Yeah, there's not many horses going better, and we sat on his tail there without having to do too much work, and they've run pretty decent time, so full speed ahead for Saturday. He's a much better horse on a straight course than he is around the bend. He did win a Blue Diamond, but he sort of fumbled the corner that day. But I think his most impressive win was here as a 2-year-old down the straight, and with that in mind, we've really based his spring around being at his best for the Coolmore, and looking forward to getting him back to the track here on Saturday.
Another interesting participant this morning was Mr. Medici, the Hong Kong star. Had a familiarisation session here at Flemington, got an opportunity to have a look at the track ahead of the first Tuesday in November. Will be one of a number of internationals chasing the ultimate prize in the 150th Melbourne Cup. That's been track work this morning at Flemington. Stay tuned for more news.